Mr. Heavyweight Boxing today?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Chris, the Nightmare Adeyle, and you're watching Mr. Boxing.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So the British Board of Boxing have ordered Wardley versus Adeleye for the British heavyweight title, man. And David Adeyle said, hey, man, this is easy work. I seen what he had to say on Twitter. He was responding to Michael Benson's report. But he said, hey, man, this didn't have to be, you didn't have to ask, man. You know what I mean? You didn't have to order it. You just had to ask. It's easy work. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna post that little what he said on Twitter about it. But yeah, man, I like this fight. Both of these guys have been going back and forth, calling each other out after fights. I actually saw an interview that Wardley did on Boxing Social. So shouts out to Boxing Social. You guys could check that out. That was like the other day. And he was just, he believes that he's just way too much for Adeleye, man. He doesn't think much of the opponents that Adeleye has been fighting. Adeleye has responded. He thinks he told Wardley to kiss where the sun don't shine. So there's been some back and forth banter. I actually like this fight, man. I like these little British heavyweight fights, man. This will be for no, I believe, Wardley fought Gorman when it was vacant, I believe. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but he ended up knocking Gorman down like 3 times, got him up out of there early. But I know some fans, no, man, let these guys grow, let them get some more fights under their belt. But hey, man, Anthony Joshua and Dillian White, that first time they fought, they were around 15, 14-0. I know right now Wardley is 16-0 with 15 knockouts. And Adeleye is 12-0 with 11 knockouts, man. So, no, throw these guys up in there, man. Gorman went up in there with, was it Daniel Dubois when they were both, they were both undefeated around 14, 15-0, 13-0, somewhere in there. So, hey, man, throw these guys up in there, man. That British title will be on the line. It'll be a good fight. And it won't be the end of the road for the loser, But I like this fight, man. If you just break these fighters down, Wardley to me obviously has fought the better of competition. He's fought Michael Polite Coffey and Nathan Gorman and, even a very old Eric Molina, but at least he's experienced. And, Adeleye hasn't fought those type of guys. I would say his toughest opponent, in my opinion, would be Kamil Sokolowski. That's because he gives a lot of people problems. He's savvy. It's hard to get him out of there. He's tough, just a tough dude. To me, I think that's Adelaye's toughest opponent thus far. But if you look at these styles, man, and I even heard Adeleye say after one of his fights that he still have to find his feet. Still got to get his, his footwork together. He comes across, to me when I watch him more of like a brawler. He was more crude when he first started, in my opinion, when I was breaking down his style. But, in his last fight, he had to work a little bit. What was that guy's name that he fought? Akhmaktamev, forgot the guy's name, Amir something. I remember the fight though, but that was earlier this year. Now both of these guys did fight the first part of this year, so they have been active this year. But in that fight, I seen Adeleye had to think a little bit, had to use his jab a little bit, but he was fighting downhill. That guy was kind of cagey. He was moving around. He was making Adeleye think. He wasn't just letting him just overpower him and just beat him up bad, early. But he made him think a little bit. Wardley, now both of these guys to me don't really have a inside game, but they will start brawling, and that's what I think would be so entertaining about this fight. Plus, both guys are undefeated. They're supremely confident they can beat each other. To me, Wardley, though, he fights a little bit more fluid as a fighter. If this fight were to go, later in rounds, I would guess, it'd be a big guess, but I would guess Wardley of the two would be the more guy that's moving fluid like a fighter, can move on his feet, throw combinations, tie up when he needs to, but he's still pretty much really learning the game too, man. None of these guys, either of these guys are, some experienced veterans, what I mean? Both of these guys are still learning the game, very young. A lot of parts of the game they still don't know, but in Wardley's last fight against Coffey, man, wasn't sure about that stoppage, man, and there was times that Coffey was able to get Wardley against the ropes. You can say Wardley went there voluntarily, or you can say it was Coffey pushing him backwards. But hey, man, if Adeleye can build that type of momentum in the ring using his jab, walking Wardley down, get him against the ropes, it's gonna be a crazy fight, man. But y'all let me know what you think in the comment section about this fight, man, about them ordering the British heavyweight title. Oh yeah, the purse bid August 9th. All right, so we're trying to get this fight underway. I would love to see this fight, man. But y'all, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm gone.